Hi, this is Monica Delamay from the Office of Early Learning at the West Virginia Department of Education. And today I have a short tutorial for pre-K county coordinators who are responsible for maintaining STU 380, Collaborative Early Childhood Data, which helps build the infrastructure for the West Virginia pre-K child assessment system. I'm working in the development site today, so after you log in to WVEIS, you should have access to STU 380 as a county pre-K coordinator. If you do not, please talk with your county WVEIS contact and they'll be able to help you get that access that you need to maintain this. So you'll click on STU 380 and you'll notice that it says Brooke County. This is the testing site, so all data have been scrambled. There are no identifiable information on here as far as children or IDs or anything like that. So you'll see your county, your list of schools in the county, and then you're going to want to make sure that all EC groups is selected in the drop-down. So if I want to look at all the children who have been assigned to Beach Bottom Primary, I will click Submit. And these children would have been assigned in STU 301 upon enrollment to the home school of Beach Bottom Primary. Some of these children may physically be sitting in classrooms at Beach Bottom Primary. Others may be at off-site locations which have the home school of Beach Bottom Primary. So what we need to do is determine where these children are physically sitting, the duration of time that they're setting in these settings, as well as whether or not they're receiving Head Start services enrolled in the Head Start program. You can tell that this is from last year. Not only is it scrambled, but we have them all as P1s, and we know that the P code no longer exists per the memo from Information Systems in May of 2013. So what we would do to begin with would be to look at all the children on this list who have been assigned to Beach Bottom Primary and maintain which of these children are enrolled in Head Start. This is really important that we keep this current because Head Start reports for the pre-K child assessment system are totally driven from this particular checkbox. As children enter and exit Head Start services, then the boxes will have to be unchecked if they move to a different site or if they no longer receive Head Start services. And then also as new children within potentially the same site start receiving Head Start services. So in order to assist our partners with making sure that they have accurate reports for their federally mandated reporting, it is critical that we make sure that the Head Start checkboxes are accurate throughout the entire school year. So let's say that some of these children are in a Head Start program, receiving Head Start services, enrolled in Head Start, and so we would check those. For the time of day, you would need to select either, if you leave your mouse here, you can select AM, PM, or day. You can double click to repeat what it said previously. So let's say that this child is in an all-day program. Now we're in the development site, and so for some reason it's not letting me type this, so I should be able to do that though. In regular STU 380 you should have no problem actually doing that. So I'm just going to leave that blank for right this second. The two biggest things that I want to talk about are potentially the off-site location or the teacher ID that you would select for each child. This links children to where they need to go on the West Virginia Pre-K Child Assessment System data reporting platform. This is also very important, just as that Head Start indicator is as well. So if you have a child who is assigned to Beach Bottom Primary as the home school, but they're physically setting at a different site, then you're going to click once in the Within School Building box, and then you're going to use this icon to find a list of the early childhood facilities, the off-site facilities in your county. And that list is maintained via the data that is verified each year to the Office of Early Learning as far as your contracts and budgets. The other sites you may see on here would be those 3-year-old Head Start programs. If there are 3-year-old sites where Head Start serves children, they're also included in the assessment process, and then if the Head Start program has any home-based sites as well. Now you can click on most of these links. The ones that you cannot click on are the ones which have been disabled, simply meaning that they're no longer active sites according to the data that were verified with the Office of Early Learning by your county collaborative team. So let's say that this child in particular goes to Brook Multi-Center. Click on it there. Now if the next child also goes to Brook Multi-Center, you should be able to double click and repeat. So that way you're not doing this icon process for every single one. Now let's say that these next children are actually sitting in a classroom at Beach Bottom Primary. At that point in time, you want to make sure that you have the teacher ID in place. So you're going to click in the box, click on this icon, search, and a list of teachers should come up. It says that 21 teachers are found. They may not be listing them because we are in the testing area, and so that might not have been data that would be scrambled. So at any rate, what you would see would be the list of early childhood teachers, Board of Ed teachers who have teacher IDs assigned to them. Now in some cases, your county may have decided to put all the teachers in the master schedule, so all your teachers, regardless of who employs them, may be in the master schedule. If that's the case, you can certainly enter the teacher ID for the off-site location teachers as well. Some counties have chosen to do that, other counties have not. So you'll know what you see when you get into this, and you'll know whether or not your off-site teachers are included in the master schedule. If not, be sure to contact your county WVIS coordinator. After you click on the teacher ID for these within school building sites, then the data will populate into this box. Again, you can double click to repeat if you have the same teacher. When you go to submit, if all the elements are not completed, it will not let you go on. So I'm not going to bother clicking submit right now because I know that I don't have all my data filled out as far as my time. For my within school building, I don't have my teacher selected, but those would be the things that you would want to look for. As children are put into STU 301, if they come to you in the middle of the year, if they leave a program, they'll be moved from STU 301 potentially, unless they move to another site within the county. This is something that you're going to want to make sure you maintain pretty continuously and keep on top of. There's one other situation I'd like to tell you about, and that would be for the children who are receiving services for perhaps speech or OT or PT, but are not actually enrolled in a classroom in your county. They still have to be assigned to a homeschool, and therefore they will show up on this list. So what you would do would be, let's say in particular, this child goes to the public library 2 hours a week and to receive speech services, or maybe they walk into Beach Bottom Primary to receive speech services. The child's not in Head Start. You could click AM simply if you wanted to, for as kind of a default for those children who are in just receiving services. But then at this point in time, you're going to want to click within school building, use your icon, and all your facilities are going to come up like they did earlier. You're going to click Brook County, or your county, itinerant services, and it's not showing up here because we are in testing and we already clicked it once, so that's okay. But Brook County itinerant services is specifically designed for those children who receive services but are not actually part of a classroom. They're not attending a classroom to receive those services. So at that point in time, that's what you would do for those kids. If you have questions, please always feel free to let me know. My email is mdellamea, it's DELLAMEA @access.k12.wv.us. Thanks so much. Have a good day.